I was born in San Francisco.
Where were you born?
Michigan. That explains a lot, huh?
Both a hotbed of Southern style barbecue.
Right. Yeah, I started working for John when I first met him in 1977. I was in high school. Started bussing tables, then cooking, and the rest is history.
So we went to Texas and did a road trip and literally ate at 15, 20 places a day for a week and made ourselves totally sick.
Back in the early days, it was call the bank. We got money in there today, yeah, and that was kind of it, or So I thought he's crazy a few times. I can remember building one of the restaurants, and the contractor pretty much absconded with the funds and took off.
I mean, you don't have any disagreement?
If we didn't disagree, once in a while, one of us would be a waste of time.
That's right.
That Willy's Jeep, he came driving up.
Well, it was a 1951 Willys panel truck. It was an old-fashioned style delivery truck. And I had envisioned putting our logo all over it.
It was pretty dilapidated.
Oh, it was? It was in good shape.
Well, in his vision, it was.
It was bright red, had chrome wheels.
Wow. It was
We
leaking
could
gas.
paint the logo on. Leaking gas? Oh.
That's when I asked him, do you have a backup plan?
Tell me the story of the name.
I think it's called the Fort Worth Gazette. And the headline that day was Willy Takes All. And an armadillo named Willy won the race for the state championship. So he was the state champion in 1982. It just became obvious it had to be Armadillo Willy's barbecue. So.
Do you have certain farms you get your pigs and cows from?
We buy ribs only from Curly's Ribs in Sioux City, Iowa, and it's the best ribs you can get. Briskets are Angus briskets. They're 10 to 13 pounds. They're a huge piece of meat that takes a long time to cook. But they really are better than a filet mignon when they're done right.
And what about the chickens?
They're fresh from California.
Yeah, better. I was going to say it came from an egg. I'm pretty sure. But.
Cooking barbecue is super simple. What we do is we're cooking over wood. We're not using the heat of electricity or gas to cook our meat. Heat and the smoke of wood, burning logs, it makes a difference. And it cooks, real low, and it'll turn a tough cut of meat like a brisket into a piece of meat after 15, 18 hours that's as tender as a filet, but has even more flavor. The ribs are just seasoned with a dry rub, and they're put in the smoker and cooked for 4 to 6 hours, and they come out and they're great. But we figure it takes about a year of one of our cooks that's dedicated and wants to learn to be a pit master. It's a badge of honor for them to be able to wear the white hat. So the pit masters have to look at the barbecue and they have to feel the barbecue. They pick it up and see how the ribs bend or if they don't bend, and they're getting an idea if that meat's ready. We don't cook by time at all. You're tasting the meat and the smoke as opposed to the barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce should be a condiment to barbecue, not the whole thing.
Surprised you weren't a chef,
Yeah, if I could cook, I would have been.
Oh, jeez. That's one thing John is very keen on, constantly trying to improve, and he loves playing around in the kitchen. And sometimes I tell him, stop, no more good ideas.
Our barbecue sauce won first place in 1989. It's the first Best of the West rib cook-off in Reno, which has become the largest rib cook-off, certainly in the West, but maybe in the world. It is by invitation only, and so we were very pleased to be invited back.
Tell me about the barbecue running out.
We have to run out. I mean, barbecue takes hours and hours and hours. I mean, anywhere from 4 to 18 hours to cook our barbecue. So we're guessing, and we're saying, well, we're going to do 75 slabs of ribs for dinner tonight, and 30 people, and all of a sudden they all order ribs. Well, you're going to run out. Beware of the barbecue place that doesn't run out.
Kids love coming here. Older people that maybe have been coming for quite a while, and then everything in between.
I love the brisket. The brisket is awesome here. I usually have that, but for today, some reason I had a taste for a burger. We
have pride in our food and pride in what we do, and we've got some really, really loyal long-term customers that we have customers that come in every day of the week.
I do. I come here about once a week for lunch usually.
Most time in school.
The staff is great, very friendly and very helpful.
I like it.
I think as you see the crowds, you walk into one of your restaurants and the dining room is full and people are laughing and having a good time and bringing their friends, bringing their family. To me, that sort of tells you it's been a good day. You're doing it right.
We love Willys!
My wife's tried to retrain me at home. I can't eat with my hands at home. But it's part of the job.
You cut up your ribs with a knife and fork? Is that? No?